So shall we start now, sir?
Yeah. Now 1 minute is
Yes,
left.
ma'am, we can
Okay.
start.
Okay.
Yes, we can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to request Professor Abhijit to start the recordings, please. I request all the participants to switch off their mic and video. Respected President and Founder of ASBM University, Professor Biswajit Patnaik, Vice Chancellor Professor Kalyan Shankar Rai, Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Falgu Niranjana, Dean School of Business, Dean School of Accounting, Registrar, Controller of Examinations, my faculty colleagues, and my dear students. I'd like to extend my warm greetings to the revered research persons and my dear participants. I welcome you all to this webinar on behalf of ASBM University. It is quite pertinent to inform you all that our university has been organizing webinars in different disciplines, and eventually this is the 47th webinar that we have arranged. So once again I warmly welcome you all. Young leaders are the pathfinders of the modern corporate, and indeed it is a rare privilege that we have got into multidimensional leaders of two leading business firms, one from the overseas and another from India. Let me introduce them. Engineer Satyavadi Behra, Senior Production Manager, Nissin Food Holdings, Japan, has completed his Masters from Central Food Technological Research Institute, Karnataka. He is associated with Nissin Food from the year 2012 onwards, and he has worked in various countries like Indonesia, Thailand, and currently he is in Japan. He has been into research and development, quality control, production planning and control areas. He has a number of papers published in international journals. I welcome you, sir, to our university.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
We have with us Dr. Ramanus Panda, Brand Manager, GCMF Limited, Amul. Being a Master's in Veterinary Science, done in post-graduation in Rural Management from Institute of Rural Management, Anand. He has worked on transforming insights into product testing, packaging designing, brand marketing strategies, etc. He has launched a number of stock keeping units across categories, and he has also developed Amul Pro Plus as per Indian Army's requirement. I welcome you, sir, to this virtual platform.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
As per today's topic of discussion, like how insights drive innovations. Innovation is a buzzword in corporate, but friends, innovation is a new idea, it is a commercial application and successful exploitation of uh, idea. So what actually innovation denotes? Is it only a new idea or a mechanism behind every design, like both tangible as well as intangible? For me, it builds the value of a brand and creates a powerful relationship with clients and stakeholders. Whereas sometimes lacking innovation can have a severe corporate market side effects. So, in the today's global competitive market scenario, we have to understand the insights fueling innovations. I'd like to quote Alvin Toffler, who has said in his famous book Future Suck that if you do not have a viable strategy, you will be defeated by someone who does it. So we should better know, like before innovating anything, how much the insight in what to innovate and how to innovate, that is important. So we have with us two persons, one from the production area and one from after production. What are the insights required to innovate a brand? So let's listen to our experts. There are certain informations what I need to share with all the participants. Like this webinar is for 1 hour, and I request all the participants to write their questions in the chat box. All the questions will be answered in the question and answer session at the end of the discussion. And I request all the participants to be muted during the discussion. So I now request Engineer Satyavadi Behra to give his views on this particular, how they are doing innovations in their unit. Please, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Namaskar. Jai Jagannath. Now we can start. Okay. Yeah, ma'am, is it audible to you properly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. So now we can start. As you know that I am working in, as ma'am already introduced, I am working in instant noodle in Japan. So now I want to discuss from the production side what we are doing actually in production area. So what are the basic steps for this instant noodle process? So like preparation of raw material, mixing of water and dipping water, like we need to prepare, then mixer process, then noodle machine process, then frying, then auto packaging. Then we have different area like liquid paste, that seasoning, soup. Then we have quality control area, then warehouse area, then shipping area. So now I'll discuss details about that. How we are doing to produce a instant noodle. So basically, I think those who are new to this one, so I'll tell you how the instant noodle is produced. So first of all, this instant noodle is prepared from wheat flour, the ingredients, then fry, then you are getting the instant noodle. Then afterwards, only you have to add hot water, then you can eat. So now I'll discuss the details how we are preparing this instant noodles. So the wheat flour, they are storing in silo. Then from that wheat flour is coming to hopper bin. Then we are adding some water, like mixing water, that some ingredients, and then that mixing of that wheat flour and that mixing water. Then we are mixing it. Then we are preparing the dough. That dough we have to make it like in noodle machines. We need to seat it, and then we have to cut by using the slitters. So we are getting the noodle lines. Then after that, so to give like quick cooking, for that we are using the steamer, and that steamer we are getting like using boiler to give the heat. Then afterwards, after steaming, we are adding some seasoning. That seasoning it give the taste, like we are using salt, and then some kansui water and some ingredient to give the taste. Then after that adding seasoning, then we are going for to stretch and then cut into small pieces. Then that cutting noodles, it going to the molder. Then that molder is enter into the fryer. That we are keeping that fryer of nearly 160-degree temperature. Then that noodle is going to fry. Then we are in that fryer, we are adding also vitamin E, and we are using palm oil, because palm oil like it is healthier, and it is like cost effective. And we are adding also vitamin E for enrich the nutrients. Then after frying, we are we are make that noodle for cool. Then next we are going for packaging. In that packaging, we if we want to have the noodle in cup, so we are putting it into the cup. If we want to prepare in bag type, so we are using the bags. And in that we are adding also some of the in cup, we are adding some of the seasoning also for taste. Then after it will be packed in cup or in bag. Then it is shipped to warehouse. Then after that we are shipping to the market. Then the marketing department, they are taking care of how to sell it and all. This is my noodle process uh, details, like how we are preparing. Next, I want to share about here I'm working in Nissin, Japan. So I want to discuss about what is their, like, why they are unique. And this is company is the first instant noodle producer in the world. So you know, right? I'll tell you how this man is in that time, how he think differently from others, and have a like unique idea. So so now I would like to tell about my company, why my company is unique than any other company. So actually the first 3 points I want to discuss. My company first priority is safety of workers. They are very much careful about their workers. They are always thinking of worker, how easily we can come and easily work like properly. then like our health must be good, so that we can like give maximum our energy to this company. Then my company always thinking of quality of the product. Always we are trying to give the best product in this world. Like our instant noodle must be like now also it is number one in the world among the instant noodles. Thinking of quality, we are like very much like keen about this quality, because we are also always thinking if somebody ate this instant noodle, he again want our product. Then my third criteria is cost reduction. We are always thinking like they are like we are giving some innovative ideas or new ideas to this company, so that we can have like we can reduce cost while during production of instant noodles. So in this area also we are like we are giving new ideas, so that we can prepare we can reduce cost of instant noodle. We are always thinking of like be creative, like and thinking of new products. Then we make always our customer happy. If you purchase an instant noodle of Nissin, you are like in cup or in bag type, you are always like enjoying this product after seeing, after eating. If we compare with other, we are always like getting very much like different thing of this cup noodles. Like while opening that cup noodle pack, we are always thinking like how easily our customer open that one and easily uh, use this that product. Then our company people like always they are in time. Like if we have the meeting at 3 o'clock, so maybe everyone in the uh, that area by 10 minutes before. Then honesty here, like everything we like everything we know everything, all my like honesty, like they are making everything clear, so that I don't have any doubt like okay what is going to like in future, what will be going to for me. So they are very humble also, like my company always like taking care of me, like everything, like for family, for my health, for like health of my family also they are thinking. Yeah, obviously other company also thinking the same type. But here whatever I am working uh, in Japan, whatever I felt, so I just make a points. Now ma'am already told that innovative ideas. Now I just giving an example how innovative uh, company the innovator. His name is Momofuku Ando. He first prepared the instant noodle in 1952. So he's thinking like to give a uh, a food so that it will be instantly cook. Then it must be have like time saving. We no need to put anything. Only we have to put hot water in that noodle, cup noodle. Then we can eat. Then after eating, like it have like uniqueness. Like it is a different. Like you never felt anything like bad or something. So you'll feel very much oh, okay, this is the taste. Then he always thinking his customer as a god. He felt like he's serving something to the god, not to the customer, to the god. Then he's always like thinking to go global. Not only in, to be in Japan, to be in the world. I think in India also we have a 3 factory, and in Thailand also we have, and Indonesia, then in America, we are going global. Then for our students, I want to share only 3 points. Actually, what the company wants from from us, like from we are when they are hiring students or something, what they actually want from the from the students, or from the they always like wants that the student or he think differently, like yeah, many things are there, like everyone thinking and our thinking, because everyone is different, so everyone have like something different, like thinking capacity. So they need, like we must be like think something different. Then they are also want like we must be loyal to our this company, like whatever uh, this company. Then they need also, we need to give some innovative ideas so that we can reduce the cost of the products. So so here the third point, cost reduction. Here actually they think like we need to think something so that we can have like reduce the cost of the product. So there be in profit. So in that area you can give some different ideas. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. This is my end of my presentation. I think I am in time. Thank you, ma'am. Now I'm finished.
Thank you, sir. It was like a quite lot more thing you told regarding like what the Japanese do. Like, there is a saying, no, if like we'll make two Japanese like closed in one room, after 6 months we'll be getting one new construction. And if two like Indians will make clothes in one room, there like will be getting in destruction. So there are some difference between Japanese and India. That is why they have become like almost both the countries have the like India got independence in 1947, and Japan also had got its life started in the 1940s, like after the Second World War. And but they have become developed, and we are still in the developing stage. So all the new techniques and the innovations and all like quality control techniques and all what that like TQM, Kaizen, JIT, and all these Japanese people have developed. So that is why like they are quite uh, like they have developed so far. Okay, So thank you, sir, for like giving a nice talk on the view, like how innovations you people are doing in your like business unit regarding that instant noodle part, and you are the first one to like bring instant noodle to the market. So thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now we request Dr. Ramanus to give your views regarding. Can you listen me, sir?
Yes, yes, I can listen you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this opportunity. And can you listen me? Can you hear me?
Uh, yeah, you are
Okay.
audible.
Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much. So I thanks Satya sir for giving this wonderful presentation for the entire how the innovation they are doing and in the production line of this instant noodles. So thank you, sir, for giving us an idea. But I will continue henceforth here from how the production after production, what are the different steps that are taken by the organization to make sure that the product that is innovated in the lab or the factory to reach people and people can understand the what the product is. So basically I understand the group consists of management students who are interested and understand want to understand the need of innovation in this current time. So innovation takes place at three places. One, innovation takes place at the level of research before going into production. Before what the customer want, what innovation we can do at the customer level. So for that there is innovation in research where we want to understand the product that need. They need a smaller mobile, they need a larger screen mobile, or they need a quick instant food to eat because they do not have time and the workers are working, people are busy. So what is the product they are needed and what type of innovation we can do from the current product we have? Because there are now you can see in instant food you get instant upma, you get instant paratha, you get instant samosa, and you get instant everything. You can go and buy instant food and make palak paneer in 2 minutes. So the innovation is taking place in every field from food to factory. Everywhere the innovation is taking place, but it is very critical to understand how innovation is taking place. And as innovation is a very continuous process, it need to be understand what are the factors that lead to innovation, and how if I will be in one organization, how I can able to contribute in the innovation. So I am Dr. Ramanus Panda. I am working as a brand manager in Amul. I will take you through how my company and what the products I am being monitored, and how those products and in the company we are doing innovation. So let me take you through our company, and I will show you what are the different innovation we are doing in branding. So see, the marketing area is very big. There are thousands of innovation taking place every day, because if innovation will not take place, the communication that a brand is giving will not be consistent. For an example, suppose you are a student from particular age, but the company runs from various generation. The Amul is a 75 years old brand. So the communication that was given when our parents are children, same communication we are receiving, and we are understanding the brand stand for quality. So how you can communicate? Suppose in your classroom you get an information that this person is doing this thing, but when the end of 1 month the entire communication change. The story that begin will end something else. तो एक बात जो शुरू होती है वो बात वो नहीं रहती, लोग मिर्च मसाला डाल के और बहुत कुछ बोल देते हैं. So the whatever the communication need to be, and whatever the innovation communication need to be consistent, that every person and every person in this country or in this world can understand what the company want to say. So the branding and marketing part is very big. A lot of innovation takes place every time. So I will just take you through the presentation and bring show you how our company has created so many ranges of product, from milk to chocolates to ice cream to cookies and everything, and how we are doing innovation in those areas, and what are the special innovation in the branding part. let's go, and then after we can take some questions from you, and we can bring some more clarity to you. Just give 1 minute. I will share this.
I think, sir, your video is off.
Oh, wait. Okay. There is some issue regarding this net. Let me see. Hello. Can you
Yes, sir.
hear us? Okay,
Yeah.
let me continue till this
Okay.
screen get. Let me continue.
Yes.
So, as sir told that they have developed the product, reducing the cost with they are giving high quality product and everything. Once the product is produced, once they have created that instant noodle. So, how you are going to get the communication regarding that? Ki this instant noodle is best, or how you will choose the product of Nissan compared to other products, but as other products are giving same information that we are preparing our noodles, giving best quality, we are doing best practices, and our product is taste goods and everything. So customer, who is your target audience, need to understand the thing that what you are selling is best, and for that you need to do one thing. You need to connect with them. So how you are going to connect with them? Through various types of branding, through communication, through digital, through mass media, so doing various activity at ground level. So let me give some insight from Amul, and how Amul has able to bring various product in front of you, and how you can understand ki this product is going to give us a best quality. So, see, Amul is started in 1946 as a company who will sell butter, and you know that Amul butter is very famous, and it is one of the market leader in that category. So, at that point when Amul entered Indian market, he has two product in the line. One is the powder, that is Amul spray, that we are consuming, and other is the butter that is used for bread. So with these two product, the Amul entered the Indian market and started giving. And after that, they launched milk. But we, for a very good time, 30 years, we are stuck with these three products, and we want to innovate. And we have done innovation in using buffalo milk for production of powder, and we have tried different types of butter. But we have limited ourselves with these three product, and our entire revenue has been limited, because we have to understand that the customer will take the product, and the customer will use the product when you will give that this product is been used in different things. Suppose for an example, you are using cheese. Okay, so cheese, when you are using whenever you are going to a restaurant, you are going to them and buying cheese and pizza, and you are getting cheese in them. But if you are not if you are if we are limiting you to only to the cheese, that is in pizza, then you will not we cannot increase our pizza cheese consumption among our customer. So For that reason, we have to introduce new product, that you will use cheese in dosa, you will cheese in Maggi, you will cheese, you can use cheese in every product that is available with you. So for that reason, we need to do innovation in communication so that the customer can understand that they can make products that can be used by them in different way. Not only in pizza, they can use in Maggi, they can use it in dosa, they can use in their omelette. So there are different types of use that can be done from cheese. So it is a one way of communication where you can do cheese, you can give cheese to your customer, and that can be used by them. So it is one way. Let me share my PPT. I am facing some issue here in this Teams. Hello, Dr. Rutu, you can hear me? Hello.
Yes, yes, sir, please.
So just I am facing an issue here in this thing. So I will continue my entire thing. Let them, if anybody face some issue regarding understanding, we can do that. So I'm starting that the when one product is there, suppose cheese is there, but cheese का use limited है. वैसे ही बटर है, बटर का यूज लिमिटेड है, ब्रेड में यूज कर सकते हैं बटर तो. So when you are using one product in a particular way, then your market is limited. But if I will change the butter, I will change the butter composition. If I will bring an innovation that butter has some herbal effect, the herbal butter is there, or garlic butter is there, you can make your bread garlic bread by using the butter. Or there is a chocolate butter, you can use it as a chocolate spread. Once you got that idea that your butter or your product can be used in different ways, and that way you can communicate to your customer, then you are able to tell them that you can use in a multiple way. And this is one of innovation, this is a one way of innovation, using your product to be used in different way. Now one other way is that telling story. You all are aware that Amul Buttergal. So there is Amul Buttergal. So Amul Buttergal, in the Amul Buttergal is a iconic figure. But you have seen that Amul Gal poster is there, in which she has a view in everything, every opinion, every news. If there is some sports event is there, she will say something. If there is something regarding the political issues there, she has a say in some that also. So that iconic Amul Butter Girl, which has given a personality, and she is innovating herself every day. She is giving update of every issue that has some national importance, or some issues that youngster are get involved. Suppose there is a issue that Rahul Dravid get retired. So in that issue, she will tell that this is the event that is happening. Similarly, so that Butter Girl, which is started in 1956, now in 2022 she is still relevant, still the customer can connect to them, still they listen to her views. So this is a way of innovation, that you are giving your views to the customers in a different way, in a way that they can understand and they can relate to. Second thing is that you can creating nostalgia. So when everyone is in lockdown, Amul tried to brand with Mahabharat. So Amul sponsored Mahabharat. and Amul's now also sponsoring Ramayan. So this create a nostalgia when everyone is stuck inside the room. They want to, when you are with parents, when you are with everyone, so everyone switched over to understand, to see Ramayan or to see some type of serials that are very old. So Amul almost tried to catch that nostalgia that everyone can relate with. Young and old both can relate with that nostalgia. Many times Amul want to catch. Amul have sponsored many old serials, old movies, and also they have in this lockdown they sponsored Mahabharata and Ramayana, and that created a huge buzz in that, and we able to reach a very large audience. And having you will be astonished to know that the Mahabharat at the long time became the highest TRP serial in entire world at that particular point of time. So this type of sponsorship and understanding what the youth and what the current people will be seeing in a particular situation, this type innovation also takes place. Also there is a innovation in going social. So how it is takes place when going social? So now you most of the youth are in social media, and for any food company, it is important for them to catch the people when they are young, because then you can develop a food habit for them. Unless the your target audience is young and you have not developed a particular habit for them, then there is very difficult for them to catch at when they are get old. So all the communication need to be so that the youth can get attracted to eat butter, to take cheese, to drink milk. So all whenever we have to understand where the youth are present. Suppose the youth are present in social media, so we go and focus on social media. We catch them. We run various contests. We run Amul quiz contest. We run various contests to engage them with the brand. The more the engagement is with the brand, more the customer will be able to understand the brand and creates a brand loyalty. Another way of reaching is that using various newspaper ad, because you can understand the news when your product get increased, when a range of your product increase, there is very difficult for the brand to communicate with the customer in the newspaper, taking the whole newspaper with them. Rather than we innovated a new form of communication, that is newspaper strip. There will be a small line of ad on every newspaper corner, where the customer can able to see the all the products with their prices, and that will not distract them from the news. So those type of innovation in branding is also helpful to understand the customer and catch the customer and come to their memory and their memory recall. So these type of innovation is taking place. Let me take you through the how the entire process of market research till the innovation, and the innovation will continue till the product is get accepted by the customer end. First thing is that the product, there is a need of innovation. Suppose taking Amul butter, people have, there is a market saturation, and we can understand that the people are using butter only in making taking bread. With this hypothesis we enter the market, and in market we will try to understand that key, what are the other use that customer can take. Customer can use it in Maggie, customer can use butter in making some dosa, or customer may use it in coffee, butter coffee. The people are making butter coffee. Suppose I got an idea that the people are using butter to make a butter coffee, and this like Dalgona coffee. The butter coffee is something innovative, and people are want to make butter coffee and try butter coffee with them. So there is a market research, and the market research with a good number of sample size decided that the customer are in search of butter coffee. So then they informed company that if we can some product that will suitable for coffee lovers, and they can use our butter and we can do the butter coffee. Then when the butter coffee, then our company will will manufacture something that is similar to butter coffee, in which the customer can easily make those 4 points that Satya sir told ki it should be quick, unique. So those keeping those factors in their mind, they will create a butter coffee, and that butter coffee will be used by customer. And for that we will use various branding channels, like we will communicate to them ki this is the way we will run a social experiment where people will challenge each other to use butter coffee. And this social, and we will also run ad that many people are using butter coffee and they are enjoying it. And then the communication will be in various line. There will be a TV communication, there will be a communication on newspaper, there will be communication in social media, and those communication will be combined, and that communication will help the customer to understand that this product has been there. Suppose 10 customer are using butter coffee, and after all the communication in various channel, there is a need, there is a demand that has been created among the customer, and there is a tendency that customer are feeling that we will be missed out if we are not using this butter coffee now. So the telling you the entire story of innovation and everything, that what is the need of innovation. The need of innovation, to one is to cater the need of customer, second is to create a need in the customer, because all the customer will be not innovator, only few customers will be always be innovator. To understand the innovation, we have to create such a marketing branding strategy, that the other customers who are not able to understand the innovation is now able to understand the innovation, and now and able to adapt the innovation. So that is the process where entire adoption of innovation takes place. So also there is various steps in which the customer will adopt innovation. So first he will there will be, and then they will understand there is such innovation exist. From, suppose a customer go to see a Amul butter brand ad, and he will get that Amul butter is produced. Then he will ask his neighbor, is that Amul butter is good? He will tell, yes, Amul butter is good. And then he will go to market, he will take a small the small pack, that will trial pack of Amul butter. Then he will use the Amul butter, and after using that Amul butter, when he will feel confident that this Amul chocolate butter is very good, then he will bring a huge big size of Amul chocolate butter with them, and he will give to the kids, and he will enjoy with them. He will tell to his friend, he will share with their family members. And the number of people who are earlier not using Amul chocolate butter are now using Amul chocolate butter. So this is the entire process of innovation. It starts with the customer, it ends with the customer. It is a continuous process, and every brand, not only Amul, every brand does innovation strategy, from production to marketing to branding to sales. At every point there is innovation, and that is from my side. I have prepared a very good PPT for you, but unfortunately, as my browser has been crashed and I am not able to share with you. But I will love to take your questions. I love to understand how you want to understand how the innovation works, and if there will be any doubt, I will always be there. So thank you so much, and over to you, Dr. Ritu.
Thank you, sir. It was like a quite a lot things you told regarding how, like, what are the different areas where actually insights required for doing innovations, like in starting from market research area to the communication part to the promotion part to the to all those areas where actually the innovations can be done in different way, and how your like a company is doing innovation, and taking deep into the different areas, looking deep into the different areas. Okay, so there are some questions I need to clarify. It is from the participants, why it is insight, not idea, that actually matter for innovation. With the uh, anyone from you, sir, why it is that insights are required, not exactly the ideas that matters for
Mhm.
innovations.
Let me give some thing on this question. So, insight is something that will give you a deeper search for something. Idea is already you have created something, but the insight gives an opportunity to understand what is the need. Suppose a company will say that I will produce gold plated cookies. Suppose an idea, just an idea came that let's go for gold plated cookies because people are much more health, and gold has so much benefit in the health. So let's go for gold coated cookies. But that idea is not the insight of customer might be need something else. So innovation is not only the great idea, it is the insight that combine with the environment. Because though there might be some people who want gold plated cookies, but what is the current scenario is a pandemic scenario. People do not have their food with them, money with them to buy such a costly product. It might be good at some other time, but when insight is there, insight takes consideration to a broader aspect. It will take consider the socio-economic condition of that area. It takes consider of the demography of the customer. It takes consideration of the financial health of the company. So insights are such thing that will give you a better understanding, a deeper understanding, and will then that will lead to a great idea. Like in Nissan noodles, that noodles has created at the time when the Japan is going from a phase where people are need quick instant food, because at that time there is a food rationing takes place after the World War II. So
Yes.
those type of process where insight will change into idea. Understanding the socioeconomic, there is a difference between insight which gives a broader understanding and idea which is already produced. So insight is always better. An idea has a limited view. If somebody produce an idea, means there is a limitation, but when there is insight, there is open to discussion and create a bigger idea.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm also
Yes.
thank you, Ramanus. I I think Ramanus given the best what he can told. I just want to add only one thing. The idea is
Sure.
coming from your mind, but I think inside is coming from your heart. So I think I just want to add this one only. Insight is coming from your heart, and idea is coming from your mind. That's from my idea.
So insight is
True, sir.
required, sir, not the
Yes,
idea.
yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Then another question from a participant, whether there is a need for a learning plan for having insights. Do we actually need a learning plan, like how insights should be done?
Yes. There is an entire process to generate an insight. So whenever you will go for any market research, so there are various methods you have to follow to generate insight. There will be questionnaire. What questions you need to ask? That question need to be pilot tested. After taking the question, you have to rationalize the question. You have to run various tests: t test, z test, r test. There are various methods. It is a detailed section where there are tools, there are methods where the idea will be tested, where the insights will be tested, and the final conclusion will be taken.
So we require a learning plan.
Yes, we
It
require
is
a learning
needed.
plan. We require a learning plan, and learning plan will come from the various tools, because whenever you will go for testing an insight to understand an insight, so you will do a qualitative and quantitative research. For quantitative research, you will take statistical help. With the statistical help, you will able to more understand the insight. Suppose you surveyed 100 people, and you find that the people from 15 to 25 years of age are more interested in taking strawberry chocolate with them. So that statistical tools of with what is the percentage or what is the correlation of age with the strawberry chocolate, that insight we get from the learning tool that we have taken with us. So definitely there is a tool, there is a learning plan, there are methods to get insight.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't have any comments on this. I think Ramanu's given the best one. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So I think no more questions are there.
So I will request Ritu ma'am that I will
Yes.
share the PPT later,
Okay,
and they can share
okay,
with the
sure, sure.
students with the PPT with them. So sorry for this technical issue that we faced today. Otherwise, I have shown the PPT, but I will request to share the PPT with others so that they
Sure,
can.
sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir. I'll do so. I'll do so. So, coming. So, what we can conclude, from both of your discussions, like regarding this, the topic, what like whether insight is required for innovation and or not. So, I think gaining practical insights for sustaining continuous improvement or optimizing the ongoing ideation process or the performance can drive innovation, isn't it, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
And like it actually enhances our knowledge about the pros and cons of the product, and accordingly it will help a company to earn name and fame. That's what exactly we call as a brand. So at first we need an insight for sustaining continuous performance improvement, then we can create a name, and that exactly will be a brand. And once that is created, we can move forward. So thank you, sir, for having a wonderful discussion on the topic. It was like quite enlightening session. And coming to the
Thank
end part of the last part of this webinar, I'd like to propose the vote of thanks. I feel obliged for Engineer Satyavadi Vera and Dr. Ramanus Panda, who made themselves available from the busy schedule for this occasion. I extend my heartiest thanks to our President and Founder, Professor Biswajit Patnaik, Vice Chancellor, Professor Kalyan Shankar Rai, Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Falgu Niranjana, for their constant support and motivation behind us to make this kind of thing, and to bring like and to make our students exposed to the outer world and gaining practical knowledges. And I would like to thank the webinar team, research and development team, IT cell, and the placement cell for their unconditional support and help for making this event successful. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank all the participants for spending their valuable time with us, without whom this would not have been possible. Thank you, one and all. Thank you for your kind presence in this virtual platform. Thank you all.
Thank you, Rutu ma'am, for giving an opportunity to speak.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I really appreciate this type of event where our students from Odisha will able to get the knowledge regarding innovation and marketing. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, have a good day, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Jai Jagannath.